This is Turtle. Some missionary family brought it back from Papua New Guinea in the 60s apparently. Doesn't really play, but try and get that out. She's a beaut. So TomTom is a full supply company for events. What we do is take a blank canvas like a gym or a paddock and turn it into a completely different world, and then a whole bunch of people come in and have a great time. And we just get to sit there in the background and see everyone's reactions, and everyone goes home happier and probably a little bit changed, which is pretty cool. Seeing people's reactions is pretty awesome, and also like one thing I really like doing is making people question stuff. Never try and do anything that supplies an answer. I love doing stuff where people, they might question some things. Coming up with ideas is a hard one for me. I drive myself crazy thinking about it. My problem usually is that I have too many ideas and I never know which one to pick. Yeah, well, Queenstown's like, you've got a global audience every day. I think it's an average of 45,000 people a day here visiting or something. It's so many opportunities here that wouldn't exist elsewhere. Yeah, I mean, Winterfest is one of those ones where it's like one of my earliest memories that I've got as a kid is going in to see the fireworks and seeing the band play. From everything I see, it's a pretty cool event in the sense that there's an incredible amount of stuff going on that's all free. And it's all on the waterfront, and it's the middle of winter, and there's snow around, there's crazy stuff up the mountains, and there's some really good music. Being a sound engineer is that's where my original passion comes from. I love pulling a mix together, whether it's for the band on stage or for the audience in front of house. I've been playing music since I was 3 years old. But once I picked up the bass, I've never put it down. I really, really enjoy it. It's like so simple, but it's really hard because it's so simple. But as soon as I get on stage and start playing, you just kind of forget about everything else. Nothing else really exists for that time, to the point where you kind of almost forget that the audience is there a lot of the time. The Kilograms is essentially it's Tom Maxwell's band. He writes all the songs, and we just create our parts around what he's written. At the moment, it's all in that sort of alt country, I guess, would be the genre. I mean, I bought this place about 5 years ago. I don't have any technology here. I've just got a record player and a couple of speakers, no TV, nothing. It's just the only thing I can do here is listen to music or read a book, basically, which is the opposite of work. I always try and get home in time for sunset here. I actually try and use that palette in a lot of the stuff that I do. I'm not really the sort of person that gets out there and does a lot of the outdoor stuff, but I definitely appreciate the place we're in. I'd definitely go blind before I go deaf, because you can still see with your ears, but you can't hear with your eyes.